Good morning. Good morning. Welcome or welcome back to Bookeemonsters. My name is PK. It is Friday, August the 30th. We are here to look at the new releases that are being set free this week. These are the rest of the things that we didn't get to or hadn't been noted yet or was outside the other genres. So we'll take a look at those. And if there's time left, we'll look a little bit at Spy versus Spy because that starts in a couple days. Hope you had a good night. Quick announcements. I don't have any sprints tonight. I don't do them on Friday night. We will have them tomorrow afternoon, Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern. Those go for 5 hours. It's up to you what you want to do. You can read, you can work on a project or be creative, or just listen to the ambiance after being productive all morning. So, whatever it is you like to do. Good morning, Cajun. How's it going? Ew, there is a bug. I saw a bug. Blah, blah. Yes, slight interruption there. All right. Um, I had everything set up except the camera, so I'm a little discombobulated. Good morning, Linda. How you doing? This is like listening to the news in the morning, except it's good news. It's all about books. Good morning, Storm. How are you? All right, let's jump in. So these are things being released this week. This one is intriguing to me. I'm going to check it out a little bit further. One of my favorite time periods. Comes out tomorrow. This is by Ellis Blackwood. It's a historical mystery. Samuel Pepys Mysteries. The Brampton Witch Murders. Can Samuel Pepys save his sister from the hangman's noose? As the inferno of the Great Fire devours London in 1666, another firestorm rages in the tranquil village of Brampton, where Pepys' sister Paulina stands accused of witchcraft. Pepys summons his inquisitors, Abigail Harcourt and Jacob Standish, plunging them into the heart of the witch hunt. Can Abigail, Pepys' astute housemaid, and Jacob, his awkward yet eager protege, unravel a web of whispers, gossip, and lies to clear Paulina's name? Racing against time, Abigail and Jacob must confront a formidable adversary, Simon Hopkins, son of the infamous Witchfinder General. Possessed by his father's Puritan zeal, he will stop at nothing to prove Paulina's sorcery and send her to the gallows. To the pious folk of Brampton, the options are stark: witch or not, life or death. Maybe I'm not so interested after all. Anyway, I was hoping it would be more about him. I'm tired? Oh, I know. I'm tired too. I didn't get up. I think I only got up twice last night, but still accumulated. Hi, Dream. How's it going? Another quick announcements. I will be doing uh, morning show on Monday, even though it is a day off. I will be doing them and then walking Keo and then going back to bed. But yes, we will have them on Monday. A Murder in Paris by Magda Alexander, 10th in the Kitty Worthington Mysteries. October 1924. After their magical wedding, Kitty Worthington and her husband, Inspector Robert Crawford Sinclair, head to Paris for their honeymoon. Art museums, haute couture, French cuisine, wondrous nights. It's everything Kitty has always dreamed of and more. But then a body drops, putting a damper on things. At least this time, it's a matter for the French police. There's no need for Kitty and Robert to get involved. Things change, however, when a dear friend becomes the chief suspect and she begs Kitty for help. Unable to walk away, she and Robert agree to investigate. As they desperately search for clues, they discover a tortuous trail that leads from the Eiffel Tower to the Sacré-Cœur Basilica and the Moulin Rouge. With time running out, the solution eludes them until they realize the answers be found in the most macabre place of all, the Paris catacombs. I go to the Paris catacombs. Guys have any plans for the weekend? Other than sprints. Sounds grim indeed. Good morning, Elena. How you doing? She says, happy Friday, everyone. Last Orders by P.J. Skinner, 6 in the Sea Castle Mysteries. Has a restaurant critic's scathing review led to his murder? Local sleuth Tanya Bow attends the long-awaited opening of the Surfusion restaurant. The unexpected arrival of a famous food critic raises the stakes for the owners and increases the buzz of excitement. The evening takes a dark turn when he collapses into his coffee, not long after a scathing review goes live on his blog. Surfusion's owners are prime suspect for his murder, but Tanya is convinced of their innocence and vows to clear their names. As Tanya digs deeper, what at first seems like an open and shut case becomes increasingly complex. Is the famous critic even the intended victim of the crime? Tanya Bow has her work cut out as hidden motives lead to simmering tensions among her friends. With time running out and Surfusion's future on the line, can Tanya unmask the culprit before it's too late? I bet she does, because there's another book coming out after that, looks like. This next one is a nonfiction that caught my attention. Of course, I'm a weird person. You're reading books, and you're great, awesome, awesome. Dream, I have work tomorrow, but otherwise reading, coloring, and relaxing. That sounds nice. I'm crocheting. I'm going to work, I'm going to sleep, I'm going to crochet. Yarn showed up for my do-over of the wedding Afghan bedspread, which is in October. Yes, I'm crazy. Etc. An illustrated guide to Latin phrases by Maya Lee Chin, and Marta Bertello is the illustrator. A gorgeously illustrated guide to memorable Latin phrases, including famous quotations on love, death, nature, politics, and more. Latin might be a dead language, but it's all around us in science, philosophy, religion, and literature. From carpe diem to the more obscure alia iacta est, classicist Maya Lee Chin examines the deeper meanings of many Latin phrases still in use, as well as those lost to the ages. Illustrated by artist Marta Bartello's haunting style, this unique compendium illuminates ancient Rome history and culture like never before. And there is an example. All right. I just thought it was interesting. It's Friday. It's Freeform Friday. I get to do what I want to do. Next row. Fall of the Florios, third in the Alliance of Sicily book by Stefania Auci, and translated by Catherine Greger and Howard Curtis. This is the epic saga behind the Disney-produced Hulu series, The Lions of Sicily, if you are interested. After triumph and brilliance, the Sicilian lions enter their fall. Glory is fleeting, fate sometimes cruel. For more than 60 years, the Florios have reigned supreme, establishing the city of Palermo as a European beacon of commerce and making Sicily one of Italy's most powerful regions. But now fate has taken a turn. As social and economic pressures erode the stability of a young Italy, the Florios, despite their wealth and power, must watch as their iron grip over the South begins to weaken. Following in the steps of the father he idolized, Ignazio, now Don Ignazio, a little easier, finds himself commanding the Florios family's interests and enterprises. Negligent, impetuous, and headstrong, he is everything his industrious father was not. But while he struggles to live up to the family name, his charming and loyal wife, Franca, rises to the occasion. A gracious and formidable host, Franca's hospitality becomes unmatched across Europe, informally crowned the Queen of Palermo as she holds court with an esteemed coterie of luminaries from the womanizing Puccini to the scandalous Boldini. Yet, as the tides of fortune change, economic hardships, war, and human loss, their relationships will be put to the test, and Franco will find that even a love as devoted as hers may falter. But the biggest threat to their survival is the death of an heir. In losing the flesh of his flesh, Ignazio, who succeeded his father without the strength of conviction to do so, will ultimately oversee the collapse of an empire built by his family's ambition, cunning, and I'm not familiar with the show on Hulu. I don't have Hulu, but I would maybe check it out. Costumes, etc. Cozies. We are back to some cozies. Okay. That sounds interesting. I love Latin. Me too. I've always wanted to learn. That's one of my. I have two regrets from high school, and one is not taking Latin. They don't even teach it anymore. The other is in ninth grade, I was asked to be join debate, and I said no. I want to be with my friends in home ec. How stupid was that? That sounds interesting. I love learning how phrases or sayings we come to be, especially when different countries use the same ones. Absolutely. I'm into cookbook Saturday, movie Sunday. Ooh, that sounds nice too. Violets and Vandals, a Pedal Pusher's Flower Shop Cozy Mystery Book number 8 by Elsie Turner. Someone has been spray painting graffiti all over downtown, and when young Archie Atwater gets caught, he's blamed for a big robbery at Angelic Antiques. Presley believes Archie is innocent and decides to find out who really robbed the store. As she investigates, Presley learns that the store's owner, Russell Obers, isn't who he says he is. He has a shady past and seems determined to blame Archie. Could Russell be hiding something? Is he using the fire and theft at his shop to cover up his own wrongdoings? Or is someone really trying to ruin his business? Presley must solve the mystery before an innocent boy's life is ruined and the real thief gets away. Can she uncover the truth, or will Russell's secrets stay hidden? Late for the Bus Tour, a Senior Sleuths Cozy Mystery by M.K. Scott, 7th in the Way Over the Hill Gang. I wonder how they get away with doing an actual photo like that. Do they have to pay him? The senior sleuths are headed to Memphis to see Graceland. Well, that is if Eunice and Gus can make it to the bus on time. The two seem to be on the activity director's naughty list. Eunice has to go because she's the biggest Elvis fan ever. I know somebody like that. Shenanigans are guaranteed, along with a cold case solved and Elvis's favorite recipes and trivia. That sounds cute. But sorry, my September is full. Thank you, though. Your application is noted. I just don't like those kind of covers. Yeah. They don't entice me to pick up the book. Yeah. You know, artwork goes a long way. Like, you see too many of those cartoon ones. It's like, okay, that's not my cup of tea either. I found a science fiction one. Ugh. Nexus Shard 8 in the Alternian Wars by J.G. Ogden, author, and S.L. Ogden, editor. I think it's a family business. The disaster at Terra 4 has plunged the Union into a state of emergency. The government is losing control, powerless to stop the rise of Apophis, reborn God King of the Eternian Empire. Meanwhile, Cyrus Duval's Humans First movement continues to gain momentum. Acting decisively in humanity's hour of need, Duval is seen as a savior. Millions flock to his cause, fracturing the people of the Nine Worlds in a time when unity is needed most, and Master General Carter Rose can do nothing to stop him. Suspended from duty and separated from Master Commander Karina Larson and the crew of the Ascalon, Carter Rose refuses to give up. Calling in one last favor, Rose gets the old Alternians to safety and vows to find a mysterious object of power that is the source of the new God King's supremacy. The Nexus Shard is the key to building a weapon that can defeat Apophis. To stand any chance of saving humanity, Carter has to find one. But this time, he must go it alone. Just over 300 pages. Not a chunky monkey. End of row. Next row. Chancing Your Arm, a Megs Monroe story by Jean Granger. 5th in that series. Double check this. Book came out August 13th. But the Kindle came out this week. In the quirky Irish town of Ballycarrick, Sergeant Megs Monroe is busy when Chance Your Arm, an internationally acclaimed show jumper, mysteriously vanishes and a troubled celebrity seeks refuge in a luxury Irish castle. Megs finds herself reluctantly drawn into 2 high-profile cases. As well as crime investigation, she must manage feuding families, a leaky church roof, and the dreadful D.I. Ducky Cassidy. With a name like that, absolutely, he's dreadful. As the cases unfold, Mags uncovers a web of secrets and deceptions that shake her understanding of the town she thought she knew. Joining forces with Connor O'Shea, the handsome, kind, and astute owner of Castle Dysart, Mags combines their considerable skills with wit, determination, and a knack for uncovering the truth. Can Mags solve these seemingly unrelated cases? Let's add some more adjectives to this description. This delightful Irish cozy mystery will have you laughing, guessing, and cheering. They got this thesaurus out for this one. For the irrepressible Sergeant Monroe and her charming ally. I'm sorry, I'm being snarky. I think I need more coffee. Now, this one caught my attention too. I love Jim Henson, has been a hero of mine. Jim Henson's Imagination Illustrated by Karen Falk. Lisa Henson does the introduction, and Ron Howard does the foreword. Journey into the creative mind of the incomparable Jim Henson with this intriguing look in his daily life through the doodles and inspirations that would become some of the most beloved characters the world has ever known. The iconic characters and magical worlds that sprung from Jim Henson's imagination have delighted millions of fans around the globe. His immense talents introduced audiences to the Muppets, the Fraggles, and the worlds of the Dark Crystal, Labyrinth, and more. This new edition came out of Imagination Illustrated takes the journal that Henson faithfully kept throughout much of his career and brings it to life with a trove of visual material, including rare sketches, personal and production photographs, storybooks, doodles, and more. A day in the life. Relive Henson's life with personal entries from his Red Book, bringing memorable moments together with the major milestones in his career. Meet the creators. Follow along in Jim Henson's daily life as he meets the many talented creative partners who helped him build fantastical worlds like Jerry Jewell, Frank Oz, Brian Froud, and more. The personal touch, including journal excerpts written in Jim Henson's own handwriting, this unique collectible brings a little bit of the creator's world into the lives of the many fans who admire his creative genius. Kind of expensive for just 192 pages. But again, if you're a fan, maybe you want to do that. Here's a little sample. And for a very long time, one of his quotes. I absolutely love Fraggle Rock as a kid. Me too. And Fraggle Rock, a version of Fraggle Rock is a password I have used for decades. One of Jim Henson's quotes is one that I have for a very long time was my motto: follow your enthusiasm. As you get older, though, it's kind of like, oh, maybe that's not so great. A Deadly Deed by Joy Patrick, Magnolia Manor Mysteries, part of 9 books. A scandalous town secret brews. A mysterious bank robbing duo evades the FBI cold case unit. If a wily amateur sleuth can't help, nobody can. As Lily is busy doing upgrades to Magnolia Manor, all focus is on customer satisfaction and getting those 5-star reviews. Then crass guest Ethel Brimstone checks in and all bets are off. Meanwhile, head FBI agent Brock Armstrong continues to dismiss Lily's contribution to the cold case unit. So when elusive, violent bank robbers continue to taunt the unit, what is she to do but take matters into her own hands? As Lily and friend Anne go undercover with the help of the new eccentric librarian, Penelope Quibblesworth, things get more than a little dicey. But little does Lily know that the evil twist of events that awaits her as she uncovers a sinister town secret along the way that threatens not only Magnolia Manor, but Lily's own life. And that is all that we have for this week. There are tons more that I have not gotten to either because they were under 100 pages, or sometimes when they're here, they're not necessarily this week's, or they're a re-release. But this is the website I go to see the cozy mysteries. It's one of the better ones out there. It is cozymystery.com, and you can click on the month, and you can go to the previous month, you can go to the next month. So if you feel you haven't gotten enough cozy mysteries, that is the website that I pull from. So we have run out of time. I apologize. We just didn't get to the Spy versus Spy. So quick poll here. Since I am doing Monday's show, do you want to start with the cozy mysteries being released next week? Or do you want to cover Spy versus Spy? If you want to either put it in the comments or message me or just do a quick little note right here, just let me know. I am open. I don't have to rush off to work, so we'll have maybe a little bit more time. Linda, no coffee for me until my PCA arrives. Oh, no. Occasion, hope everyone has a good day. See you at sprints tomorrow. Yay! Yes, so I don't do sprints on Friday night, so no sprints tonight. We will have them tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern, and those are for 5 hours. Yes, do both. However you want to do it. Okay. Spy versus Spy. Awesome. Yes, we will. Maybe we'll do both. Let's see. I do have to go to the grocery store this morning, but I don't have to go to the the post office. I can show you real quick. I did a quick flash of my September on one of the sprints this week. But the Spy versus Spies that I'm aiming for this week, I'm currently reading this one, Triple Cross by Tom Bradby. It's just a trilogy if you want to not get into a huge commitment. This is an MI6 agent, female agent, and the first book is Secret Service. That one's a good one, but I'm reading Triple Cross. I'm going to be next up. I'll be reading City Spies #4 by James Ponti. Absolutely adore this series. The audiobook is also incredibly good. The author does these accents and just switching that accent like each line, because each character is from a different part of a different accent. And so there's 6 books in this series so far. First one is City Spies. And then I'm going to be reading Tess Gerritsen. Has a new series featuring a spy. This is called The Spy Coast. Female spy. She does Rizzolian Isles. I'm saying that right. And then this is book 2 in a historical spy book. This is comes out in October. I got an arc from NetGalley, so I have to do a review. But the first one is A Trader in Whitehall, and I really enjoyed it. So that's what I'm going to be aiming for, along with my other stuff. So a lot of people seem to like City Spies. It is for, I'm going to say for middle grade, but it is, I think adults can read it too. That looks good. Awesome. All righty. Well, again, thank you guys so much. Hope to see you tomorrow. If not, hope to see you Monday. Have a good weekend if I don't see you. Have a good holiday if I don't see you. But in the meantime, have a good Friday. And as the banner says here, don't be a bookworm, be a bookie monster. Nom, nom, nom. Have a good day and God bless.